Hello everybody, welcome back to Mind Your Money. My name is Tasha, and on this channel I'm documenting my family of 5's journey to financial independence, retire early. I am going to close out our second paycheck for January 2022, and I'm going to start with the calendar. So we're going to jump right in because we have some money to reconcile. So for the second week, and a week for me, I track from the 9th or Sunday through the Saturday. So we spent $95.06 on groceries. In the second week, I had 5 no spend days. That was a no spend day for every day so far this week, not counting Friday and Saturday, because of course I'm not sure if I will spend money on Friday or Saturday in this week. So having 5 no spend days was my goal, and I'm happy to report I stuck to my goal. Because I really wanted to make sure I didn't spend more money than I needed to, and I really didn't go out to spend anything. Now, I had a question on my last video. Someone asked to explain how no spending works as a couple, because I am married. My husband and I have our own separate spending money. Okay, I don't spend money and then report to him, and same thing, he doesn't spend money and report to me. It's good that way because we want to, be able to go out and have fun. He buys different, things when he's at work, or if he just wants to go to, I don't know, he doesn't eat fast food, but if he wanted to pick up food somewhere, or if he wanted to buy himself some clothes, like, he has his own spending money and I have mine. So what I like to do is I track anytime I spend money from the pot, which is the household budget. So we have a savings account that is our family savings. That is everything that, just comes in random or extra. We put money in there and we hold it. So if I buy something randomly, or if one of the kids wanted something randomly, or if my husband said, hey, I need this and I don't have the money, or whatever, it just something comes up, then I'll use money from our miscellaneous fund, which is our savings, and I'll pay back the credit card, since we use our credit card for all of our expenses, fixed and variable, to just pay it back. So it's easy for us, my husband and I, to have our own separate spending accounts. I have my own checking account that I use for spending, and I use some cash. My husband does not use cash. He has his own separate spending account where he can buy and do whatever he wants with his blow money or fun money, whatever you call it. We do sit down and we have conversations regarding the budget, the household budget. He wants to know, where are we with savings? Where are we with investing? What is the net worth look like? He's not into the fine details as I am. We just sit down and kind of do a quick, sometimes 10 or 15 minutes, and we just talk about, where we are financially, and what, some new goals might be, and what we could look forward to, and what we can do based on where we are. And once we come into agreement, on some things, then we just move on. We don't spend like an hour or 2 hours talking about the money, usually 15 minutes tops, just to make sure we're still reaching for the goals that we set at the end of last year for the new year. So I hope that makes sense. I think in order to be on one accord with your partner, it's best to have just a few minutes each week to talk about where you are. And if one person is a spender and the other person is a saver, I'm a saver, my husband is a spender, then it's definitely important that you have 2 separate accounts where you can spend money however you want. So I always send my husband a set amount of spending money. I get the same amount. And then there are times, because my husband works and sometimes gets money from gifts and from other places, he keeps that. Most of what we bring in goes into our joint household account, where money is used for bills and for savings and investing. Other times, if you just get random money from here and there, he keeps his, I keep mine, and it's so much easier to just flow and move, because we're still in agreement with each other, because we have to run the family together. You know, my husband is the CEO of the household, I'm the CFO, so we still have to come together and come to an agreement. But it's best that we have our own separate spending accounts. If I want to buy gifts for him for his birthday or just as a random thing, I don't want him to see it coming from the household account. It's going to come from my personal account, and it'll be a surprise. Same thing for him. If he's buying a gift for me, I don't want to know where it came from. I would rather him surprise me, and that's how it works. All right, so that's how we do it. I hope that helps. So moving on, we have 5 no spend days for the second full week of January, which is great. We had some bills come out, and Spectrum was paid on the credit card. That was $55, and my life insurance for $32.50. So there are no more bills for this week that have to be paid, and we had our 5 no spend days. So now I'm going to just move into closing out the paycheck budget. Okay, so thankfully we did get our cash rewards from our Quicksilver card. So our income is a little bit higher than expected at $775, and our expenses are going to match because we're still doing a zero-based budget, giving every single dollar that we received that we're going to budget with an assignment. So $775 will match our expenses. We did stick to 5 no spends. We sort of stick to the budget. I mean, we were under for groceries so far for the month. We still have $100 left in for the rest of the month. I know it's a little bit tight, but our diet has changed for the month of January, so I think with that in mind, we're still doing pretty good. So for our giving, it's going to be $114 based on the extra money that we received, and I hope I'm pulled in close enough so that you guys can see clearly. The variance is, let me pull up my calculator, 114 minus 80, it's $34 over what we planned. Now for next month's bills, this is an account where we put money to pay for the following month's bills. So in this instance, this is for February. So this is contributing to all of the bills we'll need to pay in February, and those are our fixed expenses. All right, so we are still putting $300 aside for next month's bills, and that is no variance there. Cash that we pulled out, that's for spending. Some of this is digital. Again, my husband does not use cash. He prefers to have his money Zelled to him so that he can spend it from his account. So we are still taking out $100. I already took this cash out when I'm closing out the budget. $25 for our savings challenges, and that is still staying the same, so no variance. $100 for our short-term savings, aka purpose funds, because each of those funds has a specific purpose. That is still $100, so no variance there. The emergency fund is getting $100 since that's our top goal for this paycheck, and $100. There's no variance there. The cushion is not getting $10. We're not going to leave that behind this time because we're working with less than what I initially wanted to use. So the cushion is getting nothing, so that's $10. And household, this is a digital envelope, so it's a savings account with Capital One 360. I'm going to transfer $10 there because I had some household purchases I spent on the credit card, and want to make sure you have a little bit extra to make sure we can cover it, which wasn't much. I think it was about $12. So we already have money in this envelope, so I know we'll be okay. My husband's IRA, we actually sent money to start funding his IRA last week, so we're not putting anything this week. All right, so we're, oops, that's why I need Tombo. So we're under by $5. That's messy, but there we go. Okay, investing. We're actually going to invest $26, which should be our leftover. $26, and that means we are over budget by $6 here. hope I did that right. Okay, so nothing going towards extra next month's bills that we don't need. And I'm making sure that I allocated the money the right way. So before I do the breakdown, I want to see if this is right. So we started with $775 minus our tithe, minus next month's bills, minus cash, minus savings challenges, minus the purpose funds, minus the emergency fund, minus household, good, and minus investing. $0. Boom, we have a zero-based budget. So all of this here equals to $775 with $0 remaining to budget, and $34 over minus $10 minus $5 plus $6 is just $25. So that's what we said, we were $25 over. All right, so for our purpose funds, also known as sinking funds in some places, we are still allocating $25 to Christmas, $10 to clothing. Wellness is getting $10, vehicle fund will get $25, and Amazon will get $30. For our cash envelopes breakdown, now my husband gets $20, but that is again a digital transfer. I want to make sure I did this right. I'm getting $20 cash. The eat out envelope will get $20. Marriage will get $10. Homeschool will get $10. I'm actually going to put $5 and I'm going to transfer that to the Crush That Goal Savings Challenge. And whatever is in our bank account, we're not using our account cushion included in our paycheck or our income. Now, I was using the Budget Mom, her system in 2020, and I noticed that she always uses her starting balance in her checking account, and that is considered plus whatever income she received, her paycheck, and that is her inflow. I'm not doing that. So we're going to take $5 from this budget and we're going to transfer that to the Crush That Goal Savings Challenge, and we'll talk about that in like the next segment of the video. But the Zero Out Challenge is going to get money from what's left over in our checking account. All right, I hope that doesn't confuse anybody. Challenges gets 20, that's correct, because that's physical cash. Laundry gets 20 and my husband gets 20 sent digitally. So that's everything. His IRA got nothing this week, and M1 Finance is getting $26 instead of 20. So that's the only difference, and this is 26. All right, so now that we have everything settled here, I'm going to write the new balance of our emergency fund. And if we just flip this over, last week we had $12,575, and I need to also include our Transfer Tuesday contribution. So $12,575 plus, let me put this here so you can see, plus $100 we put this week, and $160 is what we transferred on Transfer Tuesday. That brings our new emergency fund balance to $12,835. So I'll write that in, $12,835. I'm still so shocked that we've gotten to this amount already. 20,000 will be here before we know it. I'm super excited. Okay, so now that we have all of that settled, let's go ahead and do our digital transfers, followed by our cash stuffing and savings challenges. Okay, the first transfer is to our tithing account, and we're going to send $114. Success, $114 stuffed into our tithing account. Next up is next month's bills, and next month's bills is getting $300. It has $11.30 right now. Success, $300 stuffed into next month's bills. Next up is our Christmas fund, and Christmas is going to get $25 from this paycheck. And success, Christmas has been stuffed, $25. Next fund is clothing, and clothing is going to get $10 from this paycheck. It has $153 right now. Success, $10 stuffed into clothing. Now we're putting $10 into our wellness fund. Wellness has $212 right now. Success, $10 stuffed into wellness. Now our vehicle fund is getting $25 from this paycheck. It has $75 right now. Success, $25 stuffed into our vehicle fund. All right, last but not least is Amazon. Amazon is our Prime membership. It's getting $30 today. It has $103 right now. And success, $30 successfully stuffed into Amazon. And success, I sent $20 to my husband for his spending for the week. And success, $100 sent to our emergency fund for this week. Next up is household. Household, again, is a digital envelope. It has $12 right now. We're sending $10 from this paycheck budget. And success, $10 stuffed into our household digital envelope. So now that everything has gotten its money except for our savings challenges and spending envelopes, I'm just going to highlight to show that everything we needed to do digitally was done. And I'm so excited to stuff our cash envelopes. Okay, so all of the money that is spread out here is a mixture of what is rolling over from other envelopes like our miscellaneous and whatever wasn't spent from our spending envelopes, and that's eat out, my spending, our three boys. Then everything else came from the budget. So the first envelope I'm going to put money in is mine. I really did not spend any money this past week, you guys. I still have the $20 from last week. So if I need to, I might use this for one of the challenges. We shall see. But I have $20 and I'm getting 2 10s for my spending. So I could take it. Okay. So that's $40, 10, 20, 30, 40. And again, because I didn't spend much money, I'm going to see if there's anywhere that if I'm like really going to be able to do all of the challenges that I set for, if I'm going to be able to do any of the challenges for this week, I'll probably use some of that money. So for the 14th, my cash spending is going to be $20 added, giving me $40 total. I do have to treat myself a little bit because it's been a rough week, a rough month so far, but we praise God that we're still here. Okay, so what's next is my husband's spending. He got eat out is going to get $20, and that is going to be 2 10s also. Taking on the 10s, okay? So eat out has 10, 20 because I already took the singles out so I can roll over for some challenges. So I'm going to put $20 in there. And we don't use a lot of cash, you guys, so this is what we're working with. We're mostly credit card users and digital. So next after eat out is homeschool. And homeschool is in my A5. So that is, I take out what's in there, and we're adding $10. I feel like I did something wrong. Like I don't have the right denominations because marriage is supposed to get $10 too. And something is off. Okay. Yeah, I know I did something wrong now. So I think I'm going to change. Eat out was supposed to get a 20, not 2 10s. So let me change that quickly. I'm going to take out these 2 10s, put them back, and exchange it for a 20. Sorry, it's kind of messy, but it's real life. Okay. $10 being added to homeschool. So homeschool will now have, let's see, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. $59 in homeschool, which is great. And then next after homeschool is marriage, and marriage is in my Filofax because I don't want my husband peeking in on it. Have to change things up a little bit. So our marriage envelope last had $84, and we're getting $10, which is $110. And I'll add that in here. So marriage should have 94, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Booyah. So $94 in our marriage envelope. The goal is $1,500 plus 10, $94. Boom. So put that back to marriage. Okay, next after marriage is laundry, and our laundry envelope gets $20, and that is one $20 bill. And my husband said the laundry went up, but what can you do? So laundry is getting 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. $38 into laundry. Okay. And I believe that is all for our spending envelopes. So we need to look at our savings challenges. We have a lot of singles. First up is going to be our investing challenge, $1 a day. I'm actually going to go ahead and put, I think it's $16. Or no, we're gonna do 2 weeks, from the 10th through the 23rd. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're gonna transfer $14 into the January $1 a day investing challenge account. What I'm doing is I'm saving all of the money for the $1 a day challenge, and we're going to invest it at the end of the month into our 3 picks, which are Vanguard Communication Services, VOX, then VTI, and then Apple. Those are the 3 picks that we have chosen for this month's investment challenge, which is super, super exciting. Sometimes there's money laying around and you don't even realize it, and you turn around and you say, oh, I have this money sitting here. I really don't need it for any specific purpose. Let me use it to save or invest. And that's what I did with that one. Next up is Crush That Goal. And Crush That Goal is getting $5, and this is going to be transferred. Again, this was from our paycheck budget. Now, each icon on this sheet is worth $10. So I'm only going to be able to shade in half because I'm not able to put a full $10 in today. So I'm just going to shave up to the wrist. Did I say shade or shave? I'm going to shade up to the wrist. And I know this is yellow, but that's okay. I should have probably chosen like brown or something, but yellow still works. Why did I choose this color? You know what it was? My son, my 2-year-old, he came up to me earlier in the day and he brought me this yellow colored pencil because he loves the color, and I thought, okay, I'll use it. And because it was out sitting on my desk, I just picked it up. That's basically what it was. But $5 on this paycheck date is going into Crush That Goal. This is for our vehicle fund. So we're saving up to purchase our vehicle in cash. So I'm going to crush this goal, I promise you. So that is the next one. And then we are going to do Stack Your Bills. Okay, Stack Your Bills is actually cash, and this is what we're saving up to add to our marriage band's goals of $1,500. So I'm going to use singles this week because we have quite a few. And we'll stuff that after. You know what? Let me see. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Alright, so we're going to use $5. And I'm using yellow. I hope it comes up. But this is a dollar challenge that is available on my website. I created this myself. And it's only $1.25. And I have 3 versions. I have a $5 version and also a $2 version. So if anybody's interested, if you have a certain goal you're trying to save up for, we're making it happen, and we've got this, right? We've got this. All right, so that's the $2 and that's the $5. All right, so let's go ahead and stuff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These bills are not the nicest, but it's still money. And they smell like Lysol. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's put our $5 into our Mickey Mouse envelope. And I'm not gonna count it, because we already know, if you're counting with me, how much is in there already. And now we're going to move on to our, what are we moving on to? Zero Out Challenge. So the Zero Out Challenge for this paycheck is getting $8 with 22 cents. And the reason why it's getting $8 and 22 cents is because that is going to be the ending balance of what's left in our checking account after we reconcile all of the transfers and everything that we've done. And I'm doing the Zero Out Challenge this way because the way I was doing it before, I was just taking a small piece of what's in our paycheck budget and transferring it over. But I want to do it the correct way, the way it was created. And now that brings our balance to $13.22. That probably does not include any interest that we earned at the end of December. But this is how much we're putting in today, so we can fund our IRA at the end of the year. And hopefully this will be for 2022, because we're working on funding our IRA for 2021 right now. All right, so now we need to do our Love Evolves for Valentine's Day. Love Evolves, we're going to put $25 into Love Evolves. And this is where I said my spending money is going to come into place. So I'm actually going to take $10 from here. That's an extra 10 that I can use for it. So I'm going to take this and put that there, and I'm going to use this to fill in this. I don't know if I want to use yellow again. Maybe the flower can be yellow. So I'm going to color this in. And again, Love Evolves is another created savings challenge. It's available on my website, and each icon is worth $25. So you can use this to buy gifts for Valentine's Day. You can use this to surprise your partner. You can use this to buy candy or, you know, teddy bears, anything for your children. You can use it to give to someone. Blessings. So I know one of my friends, they're having a baby very soon. So I'm thinking I could even use some of the money that I saved for this to give to them, to be a surprise. You know, let love flow. I'm really sappy, you guys. Like, I love to do things like that, to give to people. So Love Evolves. We don't have an envelope for, oh yes we do. I created one, see? Lord. Love Evolves is getting $25, so I'm going to take 2 10s and a 5. That's 10, 20, and 5. Hope you can still see that. And I'm going to put it in here. And let me write the date. This is for Paycheck on January 14th. I'm going to put 25 on 1/14/21. I know I'll run out of space because these are envelopes that I'm just repurposing. So $25 into Love Evolves. Next up is the $500 challenge. And that one is in here. Let's find it. Here it is. Now, I ended up using this black marker after the last week. Make sure it's not too bright. But I have a blue Sharpie. I think I'll try this one this week. And I want to put $15 in there. So I might have to exchange some of these because I don't want to put all ones. But we'll see. So $15. How can we get $15? Let's see. If we do... Y'all see I have to pull up my calculator. Let's see. 11 and 4. Oh, we have 11 and 4. Perfect. 11 plus 4 is 15. Boom. I didn't see that 4 before. Okay. So, 4. Ooh, coloring outside of the lines. 11. Yeah, that blue is a little bit better. Okay. 11 and 4 this week. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ah! Okay, so we have a 5. So let's see. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That works. I don't really want to put all of these ones in there. I feel like it'd be too much, but I can exchange the bills next time because I really don't know how I would do that. So we have $15 going into our $500 challenge, and I will exchange those bills. Put that in there. And last but not least, with $4 left, where am I going to get the rest of the money for our scratch off savings? That money will probably come from my spending that I didn't spend. We shall see. All right, so I started in the second row at the bottom, or the second column, second row. Let's move up. Now let's scratch this off and see where we are. That is $5. Whew. And I do not have $5. I have $1, $2, $3, and $4. So I need to find some money. Hold on. Let's see. I used Dollar Store already. Where am I gonna get that? Where am I gonna get that money from? Because I use all of miscellaneous. Whew. Talk about being budget broke. Where am I going to get that money? $5. Ooh. My boys don't have any small bills. All right, so what should I do? I'm going to take $10 from my boys' spending money. I'm going to put this $4 in there. And what I'm hoping is that if I do another scratch off, I'll get $10. I don't know, but let's try it and let's see. Ah, it's $1. So that's 6. All right. That's $1. So that's 5 and 6. So we need 4 more. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's try again. 3. Oh my gosh. All right. So 5, 8, 9. That's $9. We're gonna put the 10. I don't care. We're gonna put 10 in there. I know it says 9. We're gonna put 10. So that is going into our scratch off. Or I could always take $1 out of here because, yeah, let's take $1 out. And that makes 9. And I'm going to write the date. This is for the paycheck on the 14th. And now we are officially done with our savings challenges and our cash envelopes. That is so cool. So from miscellaneous, we took out a total of $14 because we have $1 left So for the 14th, oops, minus $14 gives us 1. And let's see what we have for next week. I am super excited about this paycheck budget. And not to forget, we did send $26 to M1 Finance so that we could invest it. And I am going to just highlight that. And we stuffed all of our cash and our savings challenges. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I hope that you have the most wonderful weekend. Love on your people, love on your family. Let the people in your life know that you love and you care about them and that they're special to you, because life is sweet, life is abundant, but life is also short when we think about it. So thank you again for being here. Remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now. Thank you so much for being here.